I'm being so for real when I tell y'all I ain't never gonna date nobody up on the internet. I swear. You know what? Let me just go ahead and keep it real. I'm not gonna be dating anybody, period. Like, honestly, I already got trust issues as it is. But then to see how quick people go to the internet these days is kind of crazy. Look, I totally get it. If you're a live streamer, if you're a YouTuber, if you have a podcast, like I get obviously that you're going to be, talking about your personal life. And I feel like obviously I would be doing that too. However, this is why for me, if I'm being so for with you guys, like when I was dating my ex before, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is so perfect. Like he doesn't have social media at all. Like literally he just had a Facebook account and that's it. No Instagram, no Twitter, no YouTube, none of that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I really like that because I really do feel like as soon as things start going to the internet, it gets so damn messy. And then, of course, as soon as you hear one person say this, you're going to want to say that. And then it just goes back and forth and gets super messy. But we all know at the end of the day, whenever it comes down to Ash Trevino, no matter what she does, it is going to be messy. Y'all, you know what is so crazy is I literally had just made a video saying, like, well, not me saying, but she was saying within that video that I posted a clip of that she is not going to be collaborating with Brianna Olsen. Okay, she said that she's not going to go around her. However, she ended up going down to Texas to obviously collaborate with Santos and Brianna Olsen. And I gotta say, homegirl, like I don't understand what goes through her brain. Like y'all know people have compilations of her saying one thing about a person and then literally saying the opposite, of her saying, oh, this person's a bad mom, you can never see me with that. Like y'all, recently I saw this clip of her going around like, oh my gosh, she's a bad mom, she got CPS cases. And then they put a clip next of her, yeah, I've had 20 open CPS cases because people have filed reports on me. I'm like, do you understand how stupid you look? Like for real. Anyways, y'all, if you guys did not keep up with my recent videos about Ash Trevino, she has been dating this guy and she's only been dating him for a few months now. She got super close and like literally moved into his house, which by the way, can I tell you guys, I don't know if I'm the weird one, but I'm starting to see this more and more to where so many people move so fast. Yes, we know with Ash Trevino, she moves extremely fast, but I'm talking about like even in just the regular day world, like people within my family, people within my friendships. I'm like, people move so fast. They will meet somebody on a damn Tuesday and they're moved in by Friday. I'm like, is it because y'all are trying to shave on rent? Or like, I said shave on rent. Save on rent? Or like what? Like, I just don't understand. But anyways, y'all know when it comes down to Ash Trevino, it's messy. So she had said like she's moving in with this guy. She's like, oh my gosh, we're getting married. Turns out they didn't get married, by the way. Now they're completely broken up because homeboy broke up with her because she is a hot mess. Obviously, we already knew that. But check this out. She was up on the internet, okay, because he was up on the internet, like getting interviewed by this girl. Her name's Carol C. I guess she has a drama channel on TikTok, okay. So he was opening up about Ash Trevino and why he decided to separate with her. She goes and she calls his son and she was like, hey, like, can you tell your dad to get off the internet? He's spreading lies about me. Y'all, meanwhile, everything that he is saying about her is true. By the way, okay, I don't have the clip because I was like, it's irrelevant to what we're talking about today. But there was a clip of him saying, oh, like, clearly you can tell that she hasn't been missing a meal because apparently, like, she was trying to make it seem like, oh, he never had no food up in his house. And he's like, oh, she always had hot Cheetos in her purse. Like, she always had bean dip. There was always bean dip there. And clearly she's not missing a meal. I was like, yo, this is so shady to me. And this is why I'm like, I look at shit like this and I'm like, I don't think I could ever be with somebody who's up on the internet. But to my knowledge, and I had made a comment actually within one of my recent Ash Trevino videos, I was like, oh, she was trying to get people to follow him. And she was like, oh, if he gets his account to 5,000 followers, I'll do a giveaway. So I'm like, he wasn't even up on the internet. And then now he is. So of course, a lot of people are calling him a clout chaser. I gotta keep it real with you guys, okay? And this is what I don't like about this whole new, movement that we're in. I am going to sound like a hypocrite, okay? I am 100% going to sound like a hypocrite. But I think when you're dating somebody on the internet and it's not obviously like you're not on the internet, like before he did not have a TikTok account, he did not go live, he didn't do that. I do think it is a little bit opportunistic of you to then all of a sudden go up on the internet when you didn't have that before. I totally get it if you're dating somebody else who's on the internet, of course, speak your piece. But to like make an account, to try to grow that account and like to all of a sudden want to be into it, I don't know, y'all. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I did bring my ex in a couple of my videos before, but he just never had a desire to do social media. And to me, I would think that would be so messy if, say, for example, I on my podcast, because I would speak about my personal life on my podcast, if I'm speaking about it, then he felt the need to go and like, make a social media just for this. It's like, okay, bitch, like, what are you doing? Like, you're looking for clout or what? So a lot of people are calling Uncle Fester, which is Ash Trevino's newest, latest ex. They're calling him a clout tracer. And I'm just like, oh my God, y'all. This shit's a mess. Anyways, I want to go ahead and start this off by in the order of which I saw it. Do keep in mind, maybe this is not the order of how things went down. Because during this time, she was hanging out with Santos and Brianna Olsen. And look, okay, he is saying that basically she didn't like that he had a relationship with his ex, which, by the way, this is how you know that she's just so damn immature, because I think that it is fully normal to have a, co-parenting relationship with your ex if you have kids with them. I think that that's totally normal. I definitely would be that one, like, type of person to have a good relationship with my ex, especially if they had kids. You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like, oh my god, why are you gonna try to be so messy and keep them away? Like, say for example, if your kid's having a birthday party, like, of course the mom's gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? So apparently, allegedly, Ash Trevino did not like the fact that he was still, friendly with her. And he was like, what the hell? Like, you're hanging out with Santos, who this is like your supposed ex, which I think is so damn messy, because I'm like, wait, if he's saying this is your supposed ex, then like, oh my god, I guess there really is truth to that. Like, I'm being so for with you guys. Like, I really have thought for the longest time when it came down to Santos and Ash Trevino, like it was all for attention, all for clout. But then I'm like, oh shit, I guess there really is some truth to this. Anyways, go ahead and check out these clips right here from Uncle Fester.
Okay, so this is where I'm at. She's throwing a fit, gets mad because I go to my ex's house that used to be my house that she was awarded during custody, and my daughter lives there. We came back from Florida. She threw a freaking fit because I wanted to see my daughter, and my son wanted to see his mom, and she throws this big old fit, but yet she wants to go and party with her ex-boyfriend or whatever she wants to call it. Would you say that's fair?
No, it's definitely. Well, I mean, the disrespect period from her, the way she would flirt with him, and I don't know if you saw the clips of her throwing kisses at Santos while she was at your house.
Exactly. So that was ultimately the decision maker. The decision. That's why I made that decision. You know what? If you want to play one side of the ball of the game, but then you don't want me to do, to let my kids see my ex or my kids see me. No.
So there y'all heard from right there. She was throwing a fit because he obviously wanted to see his daughter. And then obviously he's bringing up a very valid point of him saying like, oh, wait, you don't want me to be cool with my ex who is my baby mama, but you're cool to go and collab and hang out with this guy. He has a very valid point there. I think it is so crazy to see so many people be so hypocritical within a certain situation to be like, oh, you can't do this, but I'm gonna do this. Like, I know a couple people in my personal life to where they'd be like, oh, I'm gonna go out, but you can't go out. Like, what? Y'all, I dated a guy. Actually, I've always thought about being so messy because he's like really popular. But you see, I'm not a messy bitch, y'all. And this was years ago. Okay, this was like 9 years ago, and I never even outed it. But I dated a guy who's very, very popular, and y'all, the way we were dating for like, I want to say 3 weeks, and this bitch tried to tell me to not go out. Meanwhile, he was out. I was like, oh, you got the right one today. Like, I literally called him out, and then after that I was like, no, we are done. Because I'm like, do you realize how delusional you sound? Like, you're trying to tell me not to go out, mind you, which I think is weird as hell. Like, if you're trying to control somebody within like literally not even 1 month of dating, that's weird. But then also too, to be like, oh, like, you shouldn't be going out like that while you're literally out. That's crazy. Just saying. Anyways, y'all, I want to go ahead and get into these Ash Trevino clips right here, because she literally called up his son to tell him, sorry, stop talking about me on the internet. Your dad's talking about me on live right now. And I'm like, oh my god, this girl is so damn delusional, because to my understanding, the son is pretty young. Like, I want to say he's like 11 or 12. Like, I think he's young, okay, from what I have heard before. So I'm like, why are you calling him, getting his son involved in this? Like, this is so damn messy. Check it out.
I'm gonna call his son right now.
Does she say the things she does?
Hey, Alex, please call your dad. He's on live with the Cheeseman page, and I don't want this shit to get bad, baby. But your dad's sitting there talking shit about me. You know I've been nothing but good to you and your sister. He's on live talking shit about me right now at a bar, Alex. He's sitting there saying that I'm bad, and I'm sitting there talking shit to him. Alex, you know I can make his life miserable, and I don't want to. Hi, Drake. But Alex, for like, look, your dad is literally on live right now with Carol C. Look. No, look. Your dad's talking shit right now, Alex. Like, your dad's at a bar. Turn your camera on. Turn your camera on. Okay. Look, your dad is literally sitting there talking shit right now.
Am I tripping or is that not weird? I totally understand, obviously, in that moment. She's like, oh my God, this fool is out here spreading all this business about me or whatever. But like, to get the kids involved, like, that's how you know. She is so damn immature. Like, she obviously could have hopped up on her live and she could have been saying her side of the story. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, really, if she wanted to be even, she could have hit this girl, Carol C, up and like literally said, hey, like, since you interviewed him, you want to interview me? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's an even trade-off right there. Like, oh, if he's talking to this person about me, let me tell you my side of the story too. Then I totally get it. But to call the kid, I'm like, you're crazy. I do want to go ahead and play another clip right here because y'all know, okay, if you guys have been following along with this Trevino stuff, like, oh my gosh, she's been hyping this man up so much. And all of a sudden, now she wants to get up onto TikTok Live and bash this man. Check it out.
He didn't have a mansion. He just had a 2-story house that wasn't clean. How was I using him? I wasn't using him. He was using me for clout. Last time I was pregnant was last year. And they sit here and call me names, but I guarantee you they're like 5 times bigger than what I am. If you see me in person, I'm not as big as I look on the camera. You know, in Florida, we're like, oh my God, Ash, you're so pretty in person. Like, and I'm like, yeah, because they make me look fatter. They make me look this. They make me look like, is your man there? What man? I don't have a man.
Mine's not working. You tell him, girl.
I don't have a man. I'm single. Everybody go mass unfollow Uncle Fester. Go mass unfollow Uncle Fester and I'll do a giveaway tonight. If y'all go mass unfollow him, I will do a giveaway tonight. Why did we break up? Because we're just not compatible with each other. And to be honest, he wasn't a very nice person, so.
There y'all saw from them clips right there that she was over here telling people to go mass unfollow Uncle Fester and then saying that he's not nice. And on top of that too, he did not have a mansion, basically making it seem like, oh, what he had wasn't enough. But it's like, girl, you're living in your car. Like, dead ass. Like, I don't know if y'all have been keeping up with the clips, but literally while she's on live, she's like, I don't know where I'm gonna go. Apparently she's gonna go live in LA with Santos. I'm like, girl, what's going on here? Like, oh my gosh. I also gotta say this too. One thing about Trevino is, y'all know I've been saying this from the jump, ever since my very first Trevino video. She is the most delusional person on the internet, because do y'all like how all of a sudden now she gets dumped and then she's over here having to try to like overhype herself by saying, oh, people in Florida were telling me like I'm so pretty, and she's like, oh yeah, because they do all these filters on me on the internet. I'm like, y'all, I'm letting y'all know from every single like thumbnail I have of her, from every clip that I have of her, those are clips of her. Like, there's no filter up on those. So I'm like, girl, you are tripping. Like, I'm not even trying to be rude whatsoever. That's just how you look. Do you know what I mean? So like, to make it out like, oh, people are like doing you dirty like that, I'm like, yes, I have seen obviously like cartoon characters of her as like Jabba the Hutt and shit like that, or people make her out to be like the Mucinex monster. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, look, I totally get it that people are shady like that. However, when it comes down to like filtering, it's like, baby girl, that's just what you look like. Like, the fact that she needs to go over here and be like, oh, people in Florida were telling me that I'm so pretty, and I'm like, I bet you one damn person didn't tell her that. I am so sorry. Like, I'm not even trying to be rude, but I'm like, she's just that type of person that she like lies to herself to hype herself up. But this whole situation, y'all, to me is very, very messy. I do gotta say though, this is just my own little personal thought on this. Like, I don't know, when I see people like run to the internet like him, I'm like, oh shit, like I wouldn't take a man who, you know, apparently has like a full-on career. I think he works for like the electricity, something. He works at a power plant or something like that. Like, he has a full-on career. He has kids. Like, to see him go run to the internet too, I'm like, oh damn. Like, of course I live for the messiness, okay? Y'all already know I live for the messiness, but in my own head, I'm like, oh my God, damn. That makes me even more scared to date, because I'm like, this is how people are. You know what I'm saying? Like, to run up on the internet like that, like knowing that you weren't even a social media personality before this. I'm not defending Trevino whatsoever, because y'all already know how I feel about her, but then I'm just kind of like, well, damn, it does come across as a little opportunistic, and it does come across as in, hey, let me make a buck off of this drama. You know what I'm saying? And of course, yes, I will be watching. Anyways, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.